Morning. It's very awkward to see me in the morning, isn't it? So yeah. Hey Felix, what's up, buddy? How we doing? So we's gonna do something different, aren't we? Yes, we are. Yes, we are. We're here. Hello, Matt. Hello. So yeah, because I had lost level up creator status and I'm kind of like teetering. Oh, Jolene with the like. Hello. Since I lost level up creator yesterday, it is back now, but or at least it says it is. I need to get my streaming hours up. And I was like, well, I also wanted to start working on, I need to start working on my overlay orders and everything, so why not stream it and everything? Good morning, Jolene. Good morning. Yes. So yeah, you guys are gonna watch me start working on some stuff for 7. Brandon, he is the first one up, and then we've also got Matt, who has an order in as well that we'll be getting to after we get 7 done. So we'll get some Woody Wild designing going too, and we're gonna start. I'm like, why not start streaming this stuff? You guys can kind of start seeing the process, and you never know, you guys may actually even help me make it better by kicking out some really cool ideas. So yeah, like let's just roll with it, right? So this is part of the Not an Expert at This series, but we're doing Not an Expert at This live. So yes, leaks. What are you talking about, to my pants? Ian, hey there. Hello. I give you full permission to stream my stuff. Hey, was planning on it, Matt. Not gonna lie, was completely planning on it. Hide a mustache in his overlay. maybe I don't know. I haven't really worked on using the hair particle system. Might be able to. Who knows, Jolene? So, all right, well, let us slide on over into the blender. Let's go. And yes, get some music going there. So we'll start with the general and get rid of the cube, because I won't need it. Yeah, have a mustache on his webcam border. I mean, we might be able to fit that in. Maybe I'll make the bottom shape a mustache and like kind of camouflage the mustache in. Oh, the chat box. Totally need to move that. Well, so yes, just hide Jolene as a better mod than Gary. I like it. So one of the first things I have to do is I actually need to pull up his logo, because one of the things that goes on when I design this stuff is I always start with a logo, and if a logo's already established, I have to start with that, because there's nothing worse than taking your entire overlay completely different from the actual like main thing, your logo, the thing that stands out. Shane with the like. So yeah, like I have to. I don't know what font was used on his logo, but he's like, I want the 7 to really pop out and all that. Oh, thanks for the share, buddy. Appreciate it. So I actually have to trace it. I have to trace his 7, so that way I can make it a uniform thing throughout the process. I mean, that is the thing that we've got to focus on. So, oh, thank you for all those notifies, Shane. Appreciate it. Comments are over your face. Yes, I'm pretty sure I fixed that now. I'm a bad influence. No, you're not a bad influence. You just like to do fun things. So, all right, let's start out with my normal way of tracing things. I like to use Bezier curves because it's the easiest way to match up things. I mean, I don't really have to. It's easier. Where is it? There you are. Okay. You know, and so one of the funny things is I'm actually looking. Woo, that was fun. One of the things I'm looking at is programs outside of Blender, more in line with Adobe and things like that, finding free programs, and I'm going to start trying to learn those, because, you know, I need to be able to not only work in Blender and make Blender work for me, but I need to start learning some of the industry standard. Even though I pride myself on my stuff looking different, I do need to be able to use things kind of like Photoshop and whatnot. So it is what it is. I wrote it as he moved it. Ah, gotcha. What's Geno? I don't know. What is Geno? What is a Geno? Actually, you know what I need to do? I need to find the program that'll do the keystroke captures. I need to incorporate that in there so that way you guys can see how I'm basically moving through some of this stuff kind of quickly. I've learned the hotkeys, or, you know, some of the hotkeys, not all of them. My God, there's hundreds and hundreds of hotkeys for Blender. But I need to get the keystroke capture in there, and that way you guys can learn how to use this and basically do what I'm doing. Did everyone shit the bed? What's going on here? I don't know. I know I'm doing this morning stream because, one, I'm alone. I can focus on doing stuff like this, but I also need to get going on not only Brandon's overlay, but I've got to get Brandon's overlay done because we've got Matt's overlay that's next, and then I've got a few other people who are interested, but we've got to talk about whether they can afford it or not. There are some people who haven't quite figured out that this takes time and costs money. Well, it doesn't cost money, but my time is money. So F. All right, so we should be able to get rid of that, and the 7 is there. What up? Bam! I traced the 7. The nice thing is this was easy to trace because it's just one thing that I'm needing to focus on. This is really hard to do because my comments are not where I'm used to looking. I'm actually using the screen I normally look at my comments on when I'm gaming, because in order for this to fit properly, I can't put it on my widescreen. No rush on my end. I know, Matt. I know, but I also don't want to be taking months and months to get this stuff to you guys. You know, I do want to have some kind of, you know, schedule to keep. So, you know, I know you're not in a rush, but I want to make sure that I'm not putting you off or anything like that. That's not how I like to do business. I'm here to support, just shooting my mouth off. Hey, not a problem. That's part of the stream. That's what we're here to do, is to shoot our mouths off. So it's all good. Did my wife tell you she promised she wouldn't tell anyone? Matt, I'm sorry, buddy. I feel bad that you are shitting in the bed. That is that might be a problem. You may need to see your doctor. All right, we need to convert from that to a mesh. How does a mesh? Fill it in. Bam. Yes. So now I've got that. Ooh, things are dragging. Hang on. I might be having an issue. I don't know. I pull up my hardware monitor. My computer's being a little tweaky right now, so give me a second here. Making sure I'm not overworking it. Clocks are good. CPU usage is good. What about... Oh, that would be why. Graphics card's getting a little taxed on this. That's... Okay. Well, it'll be alright. We'll make it work. That's so cool. Not yet. We're gonna make it cool. We are going to make it cool. I have my ideas, and so the 7 is like the basis for everything. So I'm gonna basically just save the 7, and then it's gonna be the basis for everything I work with, including the alerts, the camera box, and he wants an intro video with clips and everything. So I'm gonna be doing an intro video, and I have a really great idea where I'm gonna take this 7, and in parts of the 7 are gonna have his clips playing as we take the camera and rotate it through as part of that. And he's like, I also want explosions and things like that. And I'm like, cool, we'll figure it out. I haven't done a lot of explosion work in Blender. It is incredibly taxing. That is one thing I can tell you right now. I won't be able to stream. My computer won't handle it. It's very intensive to try and get explosions to happen the way you want them to. So it's going to be a pretty laborious thing that we're going to be working on. So let's see here. What's Matt get for Christmas? I don't know. It only won't happen once after eating spicy ramen. It wasn't my fault. Depends. Yes, it's a good diaper. Let us go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and save this right now. 7 trace. All right, so I've saved it. That way I at least have a place to go. Now, let us work on making it 3D. Extrude. We're gonna try a couple things. All right, I'll grab all these edge. It's not gonna. You know what? Let's do it. Let's do it. Face select. That'll probably be a lot faster. Oh no. Hate it when it does that. No! That. You know why? It's because it's right here that's going to be the issue. Yep. Right. And sometimes it'll grab the way you want it to. Sometimes it won't. There we go. Because what I'm trying to do is grab this inside. Dang it. I'm gonna watch this later though. Hey, not a problem, not a problem. It's this is kind of just it's a long it's boring, it's tedious. This may not be fun to watch, I'm not gonna lie. But I'm gonna stream it because I need my hours up. Yay, there we go. Cool. Now that I've got that, scale. Ooh. Maybe scale isn't the way I want to do that. Well, no, kind of is. I just don't think. How do I want to do this? Would be scale. We have a scale on just the x-axis? No. But the z-axis isn't going to do me anything. Y-axis. Let's scale on y. Oh, no. Okay. Damn, that is not going to work the way I wanted it to. Well, alright. It'll be alright. It'll be alright. I'm going to make this work. Let me see if I can give it a little bit of a bevel here. Make it a little rounded, a little smoother. Whoa, what's this artifacting over here? That's not what we want to see. This reminds me of Sims 4. Yeah, sorry, can't stay longer. Hey, it's not a problem, man. It is not a problem at all. All right. Why is it doing that artifact? I bet it's because it was tight. Yeah. Maybe if I can increase the subdivision on it. There, that won't. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's small enough that as we're going through, I don't think that's gonna cause a problem. Okay. Let us hit the render, and I have some quick camos that I can put on here. It didn't really... You know what? Probably because I don't have the scales. Hey, Ben. Oh, Ben Johnson hit that like 11 minutes ago. Sorry, Ben. I totally missed that. And we got a 7 gaming hitting that like. Heck yeah. Yo, this is badass. Doing it live? Yeah, I need my stream hours up. And... yeah. Ryan with the like. How's it going? Let's see. Ooh, I'm not in there. Control A. Let's apply the scale. That should help make putting on my generic camo. Yeah, that makes it look a little better. And do that. I can adjust the pattern scaling, make it a little. Yeah, something like that. I mean, we'll figure it out in time. This is awesome. Melissa Evers, he's revamping my stream. Yes. Hey, look, we even made it. We even took your 7 and made it 3D. This is just the tip of the iceberg. We're just getting started on this stuff. You know, this. What I'm planning to do is. Oh, fudge. I shouldn't have beveled yet. All right. I knew I was gonna screw up somewhere. Oh, because I've got, in order to make this work, I have to subdivide all this top surface. Maybe I can still do that. It's not subdividing the way I want. No. Hey, cool. You want to deform it? Yet. Ah, damn, I can't believe I messed this up. Oh no, it's subdividing, but not, okay, it's not. Yeah, okay, alright. I'll figure this out. Maybe I'll just, maybe I'll plane it, put it on there, and just like layer it on top. Maybe that'll work. Yeah, we'll just have to do it separately. It'll be okay. I'll trim it, I'll bisect it, it'll be alright. I'll make it work. So sweet. Well, thank you, Alyssa. Appreciate it. How you doing? By the way, Jimmy, thank you for the like. Hope today's a little bit better than yesterday. I know it's probably still going to be a while with your power being out and such. Okay, let's experiment real quick and see if we can make this work the way I want. Ooh, hang on. The origin's off. Origin to geometry. Oh, damn it. Origin to geometry. You jerk. 0, 0. There we go. And we're gonna scale this. We're gonna make it big. Make it big. take this up. Now we're gonna see if I can make this work the way I want it to, in terms of getting the clips in here. Hopefully. Ruben with a like. Hello. Welcome on in. Welcome on in. I'm gonna need another window because I'm gonna need this to be the shader editor. Alright, so what we're gonna do, let me find one of the clips. And we're gonna put in a clip, see if we can make it work. This is a first. I've never added the video in the actual project. So this is new for me. I have a good idea how to make this work. I just haven't made it work, if that makes sense. Wait, you were supposed to appear in here. You did not appear in here. Dang it. Let me try it this way. We do... Let's hit new. Here. Get rid of that. If we add... input... Okay, we will need that. We'll need the mapping. Because I'm sure it's not going to place the way I want it to. But where... Is it texture? Image sequence. Yes, this is what I want. Okay. Okay, so if we do color to surface and vector to vector, it's not there. Well, oh, because it's a movie file. Oh, hey, there he is. Look, we got Brandon on the screen now. Woo! Man, so many tags. So many tags. I know, I'm doing this like early in the morning, so like everybody's at work. So, you know. It's all good. All right. Will it play automatically? No. Okay, so I have to manually insert a keyframe. Damn. Cyclic. Damn, I don't even know how far in this is gonna be. So I'll definitely have to take it. What if I hit 1? This looks like it may have been in 30 or 60 frames per second. Okay. Well, let's just get the animation in here and make sure that we can make it work. So, say 250, insert the keyframe. Will it work? Oh, maybe it's because my start frame's off. Try it again. No? Like I said, haven't done this before, so this is new. This is very, very new to me. But we'll figure it out. Okay, so let's start simple. Go 1. Maybe if we hit auto refresh. Also I'll need to change the scaling on that. Actually, I think it's scale it. about like that looks normal. Like I said, this is me experimenting. I really don't know, you know, if this is the way I've got to do it, or if I've got to figure out a way to composite it on it, basically using a completely different program. So this is all gonna be new. See, I don't have the patience for this. You demand. Honestly, it's for me. I enjoy this because it's like a puzzle I have to figure out, and I have that innovative and creative mindset that this is something I have to, like, I get fixated on trying to solve the problem and making things work. So I mean, this is good for me in a way. It's kind of therapeutic. It's a little embarrassing in some ways because I'm like, I legit am not an expert at this. That's why I title it the way I do. This is not an expert at this series when I do my graphic design. But, you know, it's all about learning and figuring it out. So, you know, you just gotta, you gotta work with it and you gotta go with it. Let's end it at 600. Let's go to frame 600 and put that offset at 600. Maybe if we match everything, that'll work. I figured it out. Okay, cool. Now the next issue. You have to get the sound in with it. So, the thing I wanted to start with first is the intro video, mainly because the intro video is going to be the most difficult aspect to put into this, into basically the whole project. Yeah, I'm not at the part where he goes, Kobe! But what, you know, I'll actually take the video, I'll edit the video down so that way I'm not having to work with so much. Because it came out with like 160,000 frames. That's a lot of frames to sit and try and figure it out. So, yeah, this is, like I said, right now I am simply in 100% experimentation right now. You know, I've got the basic 7 and I'm just kind of playing with things, trying to figure out what's going to work the best. So it's, you know, this is all early stages, and I can spend, if you've seen some of my previous stuff on my YouTube channel, I have, whose was it? I think it was Cookies and Friends. It was Cookies overlays. I dumped somewhere around 30 to 36 hours on his overlay, and a lot of it was me trying to figure out the proper way to texture the cookies. And it was me experimenting. You know, the more you do this, the easier it gets and such. So it is what it is. But yeah, this is gonna work. This is gonna work. So like when I do the black background and we get rid of the lines and everything, maybe if we soften up the lighting, where you get this just like eerie thing where it's like the 7's gonna come out of nowhere. You're gonna have that clip on there, you know, where it's just like wham, and you can see the clip as we come up. You know, this is what I'm imagining, is taking the 7 as the central focus of this intro video, and on the 7 comes all these clips and things like that, or maybe in the background the clip's playing while the 7's kind of in the forefront and things like that. So like I have this whole idea of how I'm going to take the 7 as the central focus, and then the clips being the accent to the 7. So that's where I'm going with the intro video. And like I said, this is the first. I've not done a project like this before. With my intro video, it was literally every single thing I crafted in Blender, and then I shot the scenes and edited the scenes together with the music. This is going to be different because I'm actually putting I'm putting real clips into the project itself. So it's gonna be more complex, and it's gonna take a lot more timing on my part, where I'm gonna have to be very specific on what frame I started and matching up the audio perfectly when I actually go into the post-processing portion of this. So it's gonna be a little intense, but I think the end product is gonna be something no one has. This is definitely gonna be 100% unique. So I'm looking forward to this. Now the question is, I don't know if that was the stream quality that got really pixelated, or if it's my download, or maybe the scaling. I don't think there's any way for me to clean that up. I also need to figure out a way to take this plane. Here's what we're gonna do. And let's go back to solids, that way I can see what I'm doing here. All right. Tab into edit mode. Let's one. Why isn't it doing what I want it to do? Oh, it would help if I turned on my markers here. Select all of it. Yes. Extrude on the Z-axis down a little bit, and then we're gonna scale that out. Make it look a little bit more like a platform. Add a new material. Or actually, let's do that. Have an edit mode. Let's face select and select these faces. So if I can platform this out, a little sign there. That way it's like framed. So that's how I'll like approach it, where it's framed. It kind of works into everything else. Pull it down. That way it looks like it's part of the 7, but still framed. Yeah, that way it kind of works in a little bit better. I like this. I like this. We're oh wow, yeah. It's the audience capture device. It's all right. We'll make it work. I mean, that's half the fun is finding ways to make things work. So it's going to be all right. But I like the idea of taking it, framing it, making it kind of pop, even though we're still working on the 7. So, and the nice thing is as I change the clips, I'll do this individual, like shooting individually and such. But like, let's see. Let's make this a 90-degree. We need to rotate on Z. I don't like that. So like then on the side, if we do a kind of panning around on the side of the 7, come down, there'll be another clip. So like the nice thing is just taking this basic idea, I can do a single shot where we get the clip and then the 7, and like, so I can composite these and change these and work with it in so many different ways that when I actually apply music to it, I can line up these shots pretty easily to the music then, and making them interchangeable and everything. So instead of doing all this as one solid shot, I actually do this as individual shots, taking just these 2 objects, changing the video material part wherever I'm going, and basically just playing with it that way. If I make multiple videos, then 1, my render times are less. 2, I can sit and put things where I want to and make them align with the music. That's how I actually worked my intro video that you see at the beginning of all my streams. Is I figured out like how, well, you know, the rhythm, or not the rhythm, the tempo. I figure out the tempo. Music major, can't help it. That's what I did as a BA. Tempo is everything. So I get the tempo, I figure out the frames, and then I line it up. So when you hit if it's a 4-bar thing, 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4, bam. Every time you hit 1, it's a new shot, and that's, it makes it pleasing on the eyes, ears, everything. Like all your senses get very pleased. It generates all that good feeling things in your brain. So like this is legit how you work this stuff. It's all about what is the most pleasing, aligning things in the way they need to be aligned. I just have a knack for this. Maybe it's because I'm an entertainment junkie. But yeah, like we're definitely gonna have some fun with this. We're definitely gonna make it work. I may leave the camo on the sides of the 7, and then the top of the 7 I'll actually duplicate the actual logo portion of the 7, so that way it's identical. It still is the way it's supposed to be. Because I'll tell you, there's nothing worse than taking a brand, like an established brand, and wrecking it. You've got to stick to the established brand, which is why me personally, I prefer to, like, if somebody asks me, I prefer to make the logo myself, because then it's so much faster and easier. But I can work with this. It's not anything that I can't handle, so don't feel bad. Let's just go ahead and new that, and bam. Okay, so yeah. So what I'll do is I'll get the actual logos version of the 7, so that way when you get top view it'll be there, but then as you go to the side you get the camo views. So we's gonna make this work. We is gonna make this work. Badass. You do you. I do my best. But yeah, like what's gonna be nice is with the light, you know, we can take the light and move it around so we can kind of make it come out of nothing. You know, be like, whoa, 7. You know, that's what I love about Blender, is there's a lot I can do with it in just one scene. This is why I work at Blender, is because I feel like I have more control and more creativity in one space than having to visualize it in one space, take it to another space, do it there, and then move it to another space, and then to another. I don't like working in multiple programs. I like working in one. That's the way my workflow goes. Now the question is, let me pull up image as a reference. Pull his logo back up. Okay. I think I can actually do that in a regular material. I think I can make that work. All right, I need to see what I'm doing. Let's take this, scale it up so that way I can try to match it as best I can. And it's close. That gives me a good frame of reference then. Okay. So how am I going to make this work? We've got 2 colors. That's color ramp, the base color. And what texture am I going to need here? Masquerade, point, sky, running, wave. Maybe wave. Maybe I can make that work. Here. Maybe. Actually, you know what? Probably the only way this is gonna work out the way I want is I'm gonna have to create the lines manually. Okay, sorry, I was chatting back now. Oh, not a problem, not a problem. I'm just streaming to stream. You don't, you know. I'm just gonna be thinking out loud on how to solve issues, such as getting this to work the way I want it to. Because one thing's for certain, you're never guaranteed that everything's gonna work the way you want. You know, I wonder if I could UV edit. I could place a UV on that. I wonder if I can put the UV of your logo on that. Because if I can UV map that on there, that would be fantastic. Like, it would legit be the easiest thing ever. Oh. No, this. Forgive me, I haven't worked with UV UV editing much. This is new. So if we put the logo in, scale, transform. Not really letting me work with it. I may have to look into how to do the UV editing better, because I honestly have never done it. Ooh, can I texture paint? Color picture. No, that's not gonna work. Try this. Why didn't it come in? No! Work with me! Ooh, Jolene sent 100 stars. I'm sorry, I missed it. Unfortunately, like, I don't hear my alert box as well through my speakers as I do my headset. So, sorry, but thank you for the 100 stars. So glad my stars are back. Holy God. Yesums. Thank you. Open selected image. And okay. We put that into base color. Plug that into the subsurface. I may just be making a mess. That may be what's going on here. You never know until you try. Right now, this is all about experimenting. Hey, there we go. Sweet. What if I do UV? No. All right. So let's take you. I need to see what I'm doing. This is a very backwards way of doing this. I'm not going to lie, folks. This is definitely not the way to be doing this. Oh my god, I can't see what I'm doing. This is probably like the worst way to try and approach this problem. Had to test them out. Hey, I appreciate it. Absolutely. Also, shout out to Kenneth Dogle for the logo. Got to run it this weekend. Okay. Actually, I may reach out to him because if he's got an SVG of your logo, that legit makes my life way easier. An SVG would legit be way easier to work with than what I'm trying to do. Yeah, this is not gonna work. This is legit just like I'm trying and this is being terrible. Oh man. He should for sure. Yeah, if he's got an SVG, like so much stuff will be far easier. Like I could potentially make the logo fully 3D and things like that. Potentially, I'm not gonna guarantee it. Tried to do it with Kim's and Kim's was like almost 300 different curves, and it was too much for me to try and handle because it would literally have taken me weeks to get hers 3D. Because of just how many freaking curves there were. Normal. Well, this was a good idea in theory to approach it this way, but it is not going to work how I would like. Sad face. So, yeah, probably one of the only ways that I'm going to make this work is to learn how to do UV wrapping. And I've never done a UV wrap, so okay. Well, this was a good experiment. It failed, but it was a good experiment. But hey, we've got something that we can work with when it comes to this, so I'm happy with that start. So now what I'm gonna have to do is edit some videos down. Let me just add a new, not material one. Ooh, thought process. We're gonna get crazy now. So I could technically do that with the clip. Maybe resize it a little bit. The things you sit and experiment and do, right? That's actually kind of cool. If I could make that work, that would actually be pretty fun. Huh. your boy be thinking right now. Because, like, legit, that would look cooler. Where you start out, coming up, Kobe! Right at the peak, you get the Kobe thing. Problem is, not fitting everything in there. I don't know if there's a way I can make that work. Like, that would be sweet to just pop up with the 7 and have the gameplay actually on the 7 itself. We're gonna work with that. We're gonna work with this and experiment with it over time, but I don't know what's gonna be the best way to make it work, though. The proportions are way off. If we... Let's 90-degree this. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Gideon with a like. Don Brady with a like a while ago. Sorry, guys, I legit can't hear the alerts through the speaker. I don't understand why. That is going to bother me. I'll have to look at my OBS and figure out why that ain't happening the way it's supposed to. Kenneth with a what? Yes. Do you have an SVG version of the logo? Yes, Kenneth. If you do have an SVG of 7's logo, would be super helpful for me in like taking the logo and expanding on it and getting him basically the full overlay package. So yeah, you know, if you do have that, shoot me a message, and it would definitely make my life a little bit easier. Trying to set up our boy here with the good stuffs. What? Oh, nope. And okay, so the X is too big? That. So we need to increase the size of that. Down. Why is the X rotation being... There we go. Okay. We're getting it. We can make this work. He's working on brand. Yes, I am. I don't understand why the X rotation is distorting it the way it is. That is new. Oh, thanks for the like, Kenneth. I do appreciate that. I want to make this work in such a good way, but I don't know Blender is going to allow me to. Maybe something that, because of how the clips come in, I may have to just do it like something like this, or get very close. Or we're coming around on the 7. You can still see the gameplay, it's still there. I think that'll work. Andrew with the like. Hello, thank you. Not sure if I have it buried in a file somewhere. I'm working right now. Hey, not a problem, man. No rush. Right now, I'm just simply experimenting to see what we can do about the intro video Brandon wants, and trying to make it a reality, and make it, you know, something that stands out, pops out, really sets them apart. That's kind of that's my thing. if you're gonna hire me to do these things, we're gonna make sure that things pop. So no rush on it. It is legit just something that would make things easier. It is in no way required. So you're good. I told him to hide a mustache in there, but I forgot you have to shave it. We're still gonna put the mustache is there. Maybe we'll find a way to just highlight that mustache a little bit more. Karga Gaming, Joey, what is up, buddy? Thank you for the double like there. Appreciate it. How you doing? I'm in Ohio and had to like. Yeah, man. I'm super stoked. That's one reason why I'm streaming now instead of tonight, is because I gotta be there for the Ohio State game. Absolutely gotta watch first game of the season. I am a Buckeye alum. That's where I got my bachelor's. I bleed scarlet and gray. So yeah, like Ohio. May live in Mississippi now, but I love me and my Ohio. Sup, Andy? You said you wanted to revamp. June is awesome. Indeed, I am awesome, but at the same time, I've already got 2 on my plate with potential others already lined up. So as long as you're willing to wait, it is what it is. OHIO! Yes! Joey! Yeah, buddy. I'll be in Columbus this weekend taking family to the zoo. Oh, man. I miss the Columbus Zoo. That's a really good zoo. Very nice. I like it there. I like everything in Ohio. I miss it. It's home. But then again, Ohio's gotten a little bit crazier. So yeah, like, I think we can make this work. I've just got to figure out some better ways to make it happen. But I really think, you know, it's going to be one of those things that's going to be really cool to be like coming up and then swinging around and then seeing the gameplay clip like right there. As we're moving through different angles, focusing on the 7 and making it an intro video to the stream, but also a hype video. So like we're trying to get that 2-pronged approach and really hitting it. So I think I'm on the right track. May have to do a little bit more research in how we're gonna make this happen. So what I'm gonna do right now is we are going to save this as 7 intro temp. And I'm gonna tell you right now, I save Blender files like crazy. I go through them like almost nonstop. For one person alone, I think I have upwards of 35 different Blender files for him, even though that they only got like 8 objects. So it's literally, I have multiple prong approach, and I like to make sure that if something's working here, I save it, because if I screw it up, I can go back to it, or if I come up with something better, I can kind of look at the different ways I've approached it. So I'm still learning, not an expert at this, still going. Buckyrus, or however you spell it. Buckeyes? Are you talking Brutus? Brutus the Buckeye. I'll probably be streaming, but we'll have it on. Fair enough, fair enough. I'm a streamer as well. Haven't had the time to even work on my own overlays. Dude, Kenneth, 100%, dude. Totally understand that. Like, I barely have time to work on my own stream because I'm usually working on somebody else's stuff. And when I do get to my own stream, like, I forget to do half the stuff I needed to do. So I'm always behind in my own stream, but I'm always on top of it for others. So I feel you, buddy. I feel you so much. Where in Ohio you at? I'm in Centerville. Oh, yeah. So I grew up in Bellbrook, right next door to Centerville. So Joey and I, you know, we missed each other. Northwest Ohio, up by Toledo. Ah, yes. Good old Toledo. All right, so I'm gonna have to come back to this part of this stuff at a different point because, yeah, I've got some research I've got to do on how to make this work a little bit better. But we got a good start on where we want to go with the intro video, so that's good. Now we're gonna start with something new. All right, so what we're gonna do? Camera angle that way. 1920 by 1080, perfect. I'm going to start working on actually I think Brandon's a 4:3 ratio on his camera. Let me double check here, because I think I have to do a 4:3 ratio for the camera and not a 16 by 9. No, that looks 16 by 9. You know what? We'll make both. That's what we'll do. We'll make both. Kayla with the like. How's it going, girl? Welcome to me being all creative and such. We are working on making some overlays. What we do is we match it to the size of the camera. Oop, not X. We need Y. And that gives us our initial space to work with for that. Let me see here. I want to revamp. Yeah, my car also wants a revamp too. Parts online $150, parts local $500. Yeah. Damn. That's a hell of a frickin' markup. No, it's a town in Ohio. Oh. I'm actually not familiar with that, Jolene. I really am not. I'll be honest. Not familiar with that town. Ohio State Buckeyes! Heck yeah. Die-hard Bucknut right here. Oop, I forgot to apply the scale. Apply the scale. Can't do an inset properly without that. All right, and delete the face. Bam! We have a border. That's just the general border, though. I'm gonna scale this down real quick, because what I want to do is take the 7s, take the 7 logo, put them on the corners, and you know, we wanted to do military, but not like super cheesy military. So I'm trying to figure out how I want to make the 7s pay homage to the military in a way that is not cheesy military. So I'm following the instructions, Brandon. I got this. I don't know what part of Ohio that is. I'm not gonna lie. I'll be placing my order once I get this bill paid. Hey, no, yeah. If you're coming through me, I've got a few people ahead of you. We have got time. Because I'm not gonna lie when I say this stuff it can take a few weeks to do. So you may be about a month out till I can get to you. So my brain only works one order at a time. Dude, I get you. Tell your wife I love her. Gotta go back to work now, though. Absolutely, Kayla. We will do that. Absolutely. Kim with the like. Okay, gotta take the spawn of Gary to school. I'll be back. No problem, Jolene. It's close to Columbus. Really? Shit. Man, now I feel like a terrible Ohioan. I don't even know where stuff around Columbus is. Bad me. Num num. Gary 2.0 gonna be late. Yep. Hey. Nah, early. That's true. You guys are out there in California. It's really weird. Like, Izzy doesn't go to the school, doesn't start till 9 a.m. But Emma's school starts at 7:25. I'm like, there is such a stupid, huge gap between my kids and their school start times. Like, it's annoying. That's what it is. It's annoying. All right, bring in the origin to geometry. All right, what we're gonna do, this is what I'm thinking, is I want to get the 7s to basically be like the corners, if that makes sense. That way, so like his corners are are like the logo. But I'm gonna make each 7 maybe like do one as the ABUs, one as OCPs. Basically, take the different patterns of uniforms and make each 7 a different uniform pattern. That's what I'm thinking of. I'm gonna do. And then like that one that I just placed, that one being his primary one because it'll be facing the right way. So that's kind of what I'm thinking for like his boxes. It is because the thing is, it's 7 gaming, so we need to make sure with the 7 is the main thing we're incorporating. Yeah. Shane, I'll get this. Yeah, it starts 9, weird as fuck. Yeah, no, it is. And I'm like the fact that like Emma gets out at 2:25, Izzy doesn't get out to like almost 4. It's like such a huge gap that I'm like, can we just have a little bit closer of start times to where it's not a nightmare for parents? Maybe. All right, let's put this one over here and 90 degree, or not 90, 180. Hit 180. Ooh. You know what might make this I wonder if I can mirror modify this and make my life simpler. Mirror. Yeah. And can I do that on the Y? Oh, I sure can. Oh, mirror modifier. Oh, you are so lovely, because guess what I can do then? As I change one, I change them all. Yes. God, I love that modifier so much. So damn much. Austin gets off at 2:30 and home at 3:30, and Logan gets off at around 3:40, so that's fun. Oh God, that's terrible. How's it going, Kim? It's going well. You know, we're experimenting with Seven's stuff. The intro video is definitely going to be. I got to do a lot more research on how to make what I have in my head work. But we experimented with some stuff, and I think we got some really good ideas going for that. So we're definitely on the right track. Okay, BRB. All right, Jolene. I'll either be here or I won't. We don't know. We'll find out. All right. So one of the things I do like to do is I do make these 3D. That is a thing. And there's a very good reason why I do 3D on this stuff. Oh, snap. It's going to take the 7s and make it that way too, because I incorporated it on the plane apparently. Whoopsies! We're going to have to do, because I can't have it directly in. Shoot. Because now it's just hinged in. That's not gonna work. No, there it is. Ah, there we go. Oh, I just selected it. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. We'll be fine. I got this. All right, so we're gonna face select all this stuff on the bottom. Did I get the bottom one there? Yes, it did. Okay. And let's do let outwards a little bit, make it have the depth. Control A, apply the scale. And then let's add the camo pattern to it that I have. Not really digging it. Maybe on the outsides, but the top. Alright. Image, reference image. Let's bring his logo back up. Because I want to match color. Let us add new. Let's do it as an emission. That way we don't have to play with coloring too much. And that's the main. Should I do it that way? Or should we take the lighter color? Ooh, let's take the lighter color. Let's take the lighter color. Yes. I'll be right back. I just woke up. Hey, not a problem. Not a problem. I'm streaming to get my streaming hours up. It is no biggie deal. We are good. Let's... Now, if I do an inset... This is where I have to get like really close to my screen because I don't know. I'm weird. I'm weird like that. All right, we need to add another one. New. Going black. Full on metallic. Sign it. Yeah. That way we get the colors of his logo in while also getting kind of the camo. And now we've got to get the 7s assigned the way they need to be. So if I do apply, now tab, all, separate by loose parts, they should each become their own individual 7 now. I do like the placement. Yes! Yes! So a new material, we're just gonna do some placeholder colors. Until we know exactly how we want to do this. Actually. Well, that one we need to leave as the logo, but this one, camo. I'm just experimenting, y'all. It's a process. It is a process. See, we can make each one of the 7s kind of a different version of camo pattern and work with it that way. So definitely got some things we can work with. We can get rid of the reference image now. Black. gentler. Shader. Shader editor. Because there are things I want to do. Give it a little bit of glare. Let's do. We do a Voinoi. Yeah. Put a little bit of texture, and a little bit of fun. Maybe we do E-spline. Wayman, we got a tank of cop in the house. What up, dude? Welcome to me designing shit. And that way, yeah. That looks a little better than if we just did this. Like, it looks a little too flat. It doesn't look as fun. We have this, boom, gives it a little bit of playfulness, a little bit of good stuffs. And if we wanted to be really fun with it, we could actually probably animate this if we really want to. I'll show you how. Oh, no, not normal. Mapping. There's a very easy way we can actually make this really fun. Let's do, we do object? No, I think generate. Yeah, generated is the way we want to go. So like I could legit, if I wanted to, animate this to where, you know, we get some playfulness to it if we wanted to, which we might. Let me viewport. About 15. Yeah, see, we can animate it and make it kind of fun. Make it uniform. Actually, let's do Chevy Chev. Yeah, I like that a little bit better. Give it a little bit of styling rather than just a flat color. You don't. That's one thing that drives me nuts with some of these overlays I see out there. Is there's just a very flatness to everything. I'm like, if you're gonna go for some quality in your video, add depth. There's a lot of people who don't add that depth. That's just kind of, I don't know. It's eye-catching. Depth is very much an eye-catching thing. Oh no. So, question. Yeah, we could have fun animating the 7s and make them flip around and things like that on the corners if we wanted to. I don't know. I'm still experimenting with where I want to go, but this is kind of the general idea on what I want to do. Actually, see about some little bit of more style on the corners. Maybe we can do something fun with it. something to give that yellow a little bit more of a pop out. Sides are not, the top and bottom are not the way they need to be. Oh. Okay. Okay. We are making it work. It's not at the point light. We need to have an area light here. Whoop. That way, all the camo stuff actually pops out the way it's supposed to. Whoa. Sorry, I every now and then need something to entertain myself on that. Oop, not 100. 1,000. Too bright. 750. 600? 600. That looks about right. Perspective. Sure. Ooh. It's all in the detail work. That is legit what it is. I feel like these just don't pop the way I want them to, though. You know why? Because I need to make this one a little bit bigger than the rest. That's what it's going to come down to. That is probably what it's going to come down to, is this 7, the one that's the primary logo, needs to stand out a little bit more than the rest. Yeah. Yeah. That's kind of where it's got to be. Yeah, okay. We are gonna make it work. Maybe the 7s on the corners just aren't gonna be as good of an idea as I thought. I'm gonna have to think on that. I definitely am gonna have to think on this. Oh, I saved it, so let me get rid of those. I'd much rather it look clean. I prefer cleanliness over extravagance. Maybe just one big 7 in the corner. Damn, this is gonna be... Why is this not clicking in my head like I want it to? Dang. Well, I think that's 7 right there, but I think it's legit because I don't have the actual logo 100%. You know, I don't have the coloring basically correct on the 7. I think that's what's driving me nuts and distracting me from being able to do this right, and I need to figure that out. So go back to the 7 trace. Let's not save that. Okay. Pull the reference back in. All right, let's see if I can just make this work. What if I knife tool? What if I use a knife? Does that work? Where is my knife? No? Okay. I'm back! Well, welcome back. I'm getting a little upset. Because I'm not doing as well as I want to. Maybe if I do it this way, it'll make sense to me. Okay. Oh, no. Okay, I think I know how I want to approach this now. Let's emission color, and that color. Bind it to that. And next color, this and this. Mission, white, sign. Kind of. That looks about right, right? Maybe? Right there. For a bit before I have to go get my eye glands probed. Ooh! Ugh. That doesn't sound fun. Of course, I'm also not a fan of the bright, shining light in my face, so I have to have that every now and then. Yay! Yeah, I think that'll work. Huh. B. Okay. Boop. Or we do the again. Or we do the bevel. Bevel needs to be the last thing I do. So I've got that right. And let's just for now. Okay. I think we finally figured out how to make the 7 work. May have taken a bit, but I think we got it. I think that's going to make it easier for me to actually make sure that I'm moving forward in the right direction. I can actually focus on what I'm trying to do. Yeah, my glands are 100% blocked and I have super dry eyes. Oof, I'm sorry. If it makes you feel any better, that's probably still better than what I deal with on a daily basis. I have Tygason's super... Oh my gosh, Tygason's superficial keratitis punctate is the full name, but Tygason's essentially. I get lesions and opacities that form on the cornea, but it basically is like dry eye, except extremely painful. And it's pain, like, all day, every day. And it's been like that since I was 8 years old, so almost 30 years. But yeah, it sucks. I totally feel for you with, like, super dry eye feeling and all that stuff. I know what pain in the eyes is like. It's a nightmare. I don't like it. I've been through so many preservative-free since my LASIK and PRK surgeries. Yeah, I can imagine. Badass! Well, thank you. I'm trying. That sucks. I'm sorry. That's... Yeah. I mean... It's part of my life. It's what I deal with. It's you know, I hate to say it, but part of my mantra in life is pain. Life is pain, and it helps me to understand that this is always going to be there. It's just part of me. It is who I am to some extent. So, you know, I'll be all right. It's all good. Do they give you anything? So yeah, basically it's stuff to just treat the symptoms. It doesn't actually take care of it doesn't actually cure it. There is no cure for what I have. But yeah, I take medicines that basically just treat the symptoms and does its best to basically keep it from getting worse. Most of the time it's just a burning sensation in my eyes, and every now and then feeling like there's like a scratch on my eye. That's basically at its lowest point. At its highest point, it feels like people are taking knives and jabbing them into my eyes over and over again. So that's what a flare-up feels like, and then that's no fun. Nobody likes that. So, but it's okay. It is all okay. All right, so not beveled, nothing, straight up, that's what it is. So let me go back to the camera box that we are working with. What we're gonna do is we're gonna get rid of that 7. We're gonna bring in the new 7. This one, because it's the logo 7, we want to make sure it's a little more prominent. Stands out a little bit more. Still don't know if I want to do this the 4 7s on the corner, or if I just want to do one straight up 7. Like, part of me thinks that the 7s on the corners are actually more distracting than they need to be. Ouch. Yeah, it is what it is. I don't think this is gonna work the way I want, so we're just gonna do one big 7 down in the corner, and I think that'll look. I think that just looks cleaner, looks better. Still puts his logo in your face. You want that in your face reminder of who you are watching, but not so much that it takes away. And let's say we wanted to animate it. Okay. Let's save this as a alternate. Camera box 2. The alternate. Camera box 2. Electric Boogaloo. I say one. Yeah, I'm thinking that's kind of the way to go. I think my original idea was more that the corners were going to be basically the 7 outlines instead of actual 7s. But I think the angle that the 7's at just makes it too awkward. So I think this is gonna be the way to go. You know, it is what it is. It is a thing. Actually, instead of the green camo, what if we added? No. I think having that camo there, just a little accent camo, I think that's gonna be pleasing. I like it. Like I said, if we wanted to animate this and do a rotation, then you get the military in there, but still have that primary logo. I think that'll be a nice subtlety. I think that'll work the way I want on that. Yeah, I think that'll be okay. I know Brandon's working. He doesn't do chat boxes. Well, no, he has chat that pops up on his main screen. That's something we'll have to work on is his chat screen. And he mentioned he wanted to be in either him driving a Humvee while he's chatting or a JP Medium. Which I think the JP Medium would be easier for me to pull off. And I think with the 10 idea, what we can do is something similar to what I did for Kim, where I built her a dojo, and I'm going to build him a JP Medium tent, and then once his intro video is done, it'll go from black, and you'll go into the tent. It'll be him there talking in the tent, then when it's the gameplay, the camera will swing around, and as you go out of the tent, it's the gameplay. I think for what he wants and where he's going, I think that's what's going to work best. He had a chat view screen. Note chat box on the screen. But he's had the comments pop up though, right? So what we may do is maybe we'll do like an instructional board behind him, and that's where the chat will appear. So, you know, we'll have like a mission briefing board behind him. And on the mission briefing will be his chat that appears while he's talking. Yeah, not during gameplay. No, absolutely not during gameplay. This is when he first goes live. He always has his, you know, you're just chatting. I call it a just chatting screen. That's the chat screen to me. Some people call it the intermission or things like that. It is what it is. I have my own definitions for things. He switches over to chat view when he's just sitting there. Yeah, no, and we can make that happen, because then it basically becomes inside the JP Medium. In between matches is like mission briefing. So like we do mission, it would be like mission brief, then going into Warzone, then going back to mission brief, then back to Warzone. I think we can make it happen to be a pretty fun like way to make him the commander, make him in charge. I think I have this idea. It's gonna be, I'm not gonna lie, it's gonna be some work to definitely make that happen, because Kim's dojo, actually I want to bring that up, because hers, it was so incredibly intricate in how it had to be created. Yeah, I'm still impressed with myself that I pulled it off the way I did. I'm not gonna lie. Is it? I think it's this one. Yeah. So Just save it. So this is Kim's dojo that I built for her. It's gonna take a while to render because of all the textures and everything. So you know what, we'll just keep it in solid view. But like, if we look at the list of stuff that it took to make her dojo, I mean, this was a very complex project. Something I really didn't think I would ever pull off. I mean, you know, there's so many separate, intricate pieces to this. You know, and then I had to come in here and do stuff on the inside. You know, and this is just the dojo itself. We're not even talking about all the animation work that went into it, but like, you know, upstairs is a little bit of a disaster, which is why I added this here to try and cover up my mistakes. That's half the job of when you're doing this stuff. But yeah, I mean, it's very intricate work for me. Like, I've never done anything to this extent. So you're actually getting a view of how I put it together. It was an incredibly complex project. And then the way it's set up in OBS is so many actual different pieces of a larger whole. And that's what we're gonna have to, what I'm thinking about doing for Brandon is that it's going to be it's going to be little pieces of a larger whole, and it's going to have to be set up in his OBS a very specific way, because Kim's I had to set up a very specific way where her connections, her stingers had to be set up in a very specific order. Her scenes had to be set up in a very specific order. Like, everything is very specific. But I got Kim to where she needs to be, and I know I can do it for Brandon too. So I think we can make it work pretty easily. I love her dojo. Thank you. It was a lot of work. I'm not gonna lie. Kim's dojo was a lot of work and a lot of pain and crying. But the end result was just amazing, and it's probably my proudest creation that I've done for a fellow streamer. Hang on, I missed something. Thank you for sharing the process. It's so cool. Yeah, no, I mean, there's going to come a point where I'm going back to work, and the only way I'm going to be able to keep up doing the overlays and streaming and all that is I'm going to be doing this. It's probably going to reach a point where I'm not going to be able to play video games on stream because I'm going to be too inundated with projects, you know, doing the overlays and everything. And the only way I can stream and stay connected with all of you and still do all these overlays and everything, this is legit how it's going to have to go. So you know, it is what it is, and you know, we'll make it work. But yeah, so like, let's, hang on, which one is it? It's this one. We'll bring up her starting soon screen. You guys can kind of see how different, how it basically evolved. So here it is. I don't know how well. This is what it looks like on the outside. This is what Kim's starting soon screen looks like in the grand scheme of things. So yeah, you know, and then I had to have a separate one for the transition from the starting soon into the dojo. Then there's a separate one for when she's in the dojo. Then a separate one from when she goes from the dojo to her gameplay. Like, there is literally a separate one for each one. And if I was to ever make one like this for someone that's this intricate and this much work, we'd be looking at a $500 price tag. I'm not gonna lie, because it takes a ridiculous amount of time and effort and patience and I mean, I did this for free for Kim because she has been an amazing friend, and she has done things for me, that has totally made up for the cost of what I put into this. And I've got to do something for Lacey too. Like, Lacey is all the other half of the equation of where I am today, especially with my Blender stuff. They both have paid well over, this kind of stuff. So, this level would be extremely expensive. The stuff that I've done for others, that's more in line with the like $150 to $200. I'm looking to basically be charging for these kind of things. So, how much to do these? Yeah. So, I'm basically setting my base price at $150. And the reason I'm setting it at $150 is because I don't just make overlays. I am working to build you a brand. So if you let me do your logo, I make sure that your logo is easily placed on merchandise, easily used in almost any way, easily identifiable, professional. Like, it starts with the logo, but the overlays are basically the accent to the logo, which is how I work. And so it's all about building you a brand. Hang on. Throat. But not only that, I also make sure that if you're a Facebook streamer, Twitch streamer, whatnot, your banners are appropriate. They reflect your design, your overlays, all that stuff, and fits those channels. So I have templates on like the sizing for YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook. So I know the Facebook banner size, I know the Twitch banner size, I know the YouTube banner size. Make sure you have a profile picture you can put on. Make sure that we're properly displaying what all social media platforms you're on. Like I said, I'm not just doing overlays. I'm building a brand for you. That is why I charge what I do, is because I do full up work to build a brand, not just here's a pretty overlay. It's got to be more than that. Your overlay has to serve the brand, the overall, here's your logo, this is your brand, this is what your business is. So yeah, I know I'm not cheap, but I do a lot of work. And I'm just showing you, like, with Kim stuff, that is legit me showing my top tier, this is how expensive I can be. If we want to look at, here, we'll go into Cookies and Friends. Absolutely loved working on his. That was definitely one of my favorites. Okay, yeah, the BRB screen. Let's bring that up here. Give me a second. Let's bring up Cookies here. So this is Shane's Be Right Back screen, and this is basically how I built it. We've got the nameplate that goes across at a certain time. This is all animated, and I don't know. Yeah, it's gonna go slow because I'm streaming and doing this, but we've got it to where we have the bounces in there, we have the motion, and each one of these is individually done. So I mean, there is work that goes into what I make for everybody. When I make these things, it's three-dimensional. It is actually a full-up graphic design. It is not just putting something together in Photoshop and things like that. So I try to go a little bit more above what a lot of things you'll see on Fiverr and things like that. I try to stand out in that way because I try to make sure it is different, it is unique, it stands out, and it becomes your brand. Not just a pretty overlay, but your brand. There's a lot of companies the same as you. I saw one company for gaming logos, $19. I'm like, that's so cheap. Well, and so $19 for the logo will get you a very basic, you know, simple logo, and it's what you see a lot of streamers have. The three-toned logo, and you know, they're easy to create because most of these guys have very basic templates that all they have to do is move a few things and they can churn it out quickly. So they go over quantity over quality, where me, I'm going for quality over quantity. So I make, I'm not really in this to make money. I'm doing this because I enjoy doing it, but I also know that for some people that are really invested in this and really want to make it a career, they need to have an identity and a brand to push and put out there. So there's different approaches. So a $19 logo is just going to be a logo, but it doesn't represent a full brand. It's just a simple identifier. And like I said, I'm building an entire brand for people. That is what I kind of want to make sure I kind of clear up, because I think a lot of people are like, oh, I want you to do an overlay. I don't do just an overlay. I help build you a brand. So I think that's the key thing I need to put out there, is that I'm a brander, not just an overlay maker. So, and I do it very differently. I'm not gonna lie. Blender is not meant for what I'm using it for, but I use it in this way because it works for me. I love my dojo. Well, yes, we showed off your dojo, Kim. We actually did show off your dojo. Did I miss you showing it or something? You did. You did. He was just showing it. It's crazy as hell. Yeah, it takes a lot of work. It was a lot of work, but it was one that was definitely worth it, Kim. You've done so much for me that making your dojo and everything was worth it. I mean, if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't have the horsepower I have now in my PC to not only stream, but stream and do Blender simultaneously. Like Kim, you legit paid for it in full and then some. So don't ever feel bad that you feel like you didn't pay for your basically your brand. You paid for it tenfold. You're good. But yeah, so you know, like I said, it's me just building brands. That's that is what I do. I want to pay for a few additions, or additions, like things to add in, or a completely new dojo. Way less body aches today, finally. Still dizzy at times, but way better than the last few days. That's good to hear, Jolene. Absolutely wonderful to hear. That pleases me. Very much pleases me. Additions, okay. Well, just to let me know, Kim. We will work on those additions and get you going on that and such. That is not a problem. We can make that work. Yes. So I am gonna stop here for now. I did get sidetracked here at the end. I do need to go take care of some stuff. I've got to do some grocery shopping, and I've got real life things that I have to care for. Felix, bye buddy. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed how my thought process works as I work on these kind of things, and I'll be doing more live streams of me working in Blender and things like that. I'll be doing work on Seven's stuff outside of actually streaming, so you'll probably come back. It'll probably be, we'll have new stuff to show you and everything. So yeah, won't be live tonight. Football game, go Bucks. Make sure all your logos have a copyright patent, because a lot of people can copy them. Yeah, that's a good point. That is a very good point, Jeremy. I don't know how they would steal it though, unless the streamer who has it takes off with it, or like gives it away. Because I mean, if they want to sit and like take the time to try and edit it out of someone's live stream, good on them. On my demo reels, I have big block words of demo written on it. I may have to increase how many times it says demo across it, but you know, I try to make sure that that people can't just simply rip it off, but they may be able to. I don't know. People are mean. You do bring a good point, man, and I will definitely look into that. That was not a thought that actually came through my head. So thank you for that. We'll look into it. I also am. So one of the things I'm also going to be working on is I'm going to be figuring out how to work with Natron, which is like After Effects but a free version. Learning, getting more in depth with GIMP and Inkscape. I want to learn how to work those a little bit more. And one of the things I want to do is provide people the tools and ideas necessary to make your own stuff, because I can make things for you all day, and it may not be 100% what you want. What I think is nice for people is that when they want to do like refreshes of their stream or update things or make things look better, they have the tools available to them to do that themselves. So, and it sucks because not everybody can afford, you know, the Adobe suite of things. So I'm looking at learning the different ways of free stuff to provide to you guys to learn and grow and find ways of basically saving yourself money and be able to create your brand on your own. So those are things I'm looking into, and hopefully I'll be able to present those in time, over time, and things like that. I do have some YouTube videos that I'm going to be trying to make. I may be trying to do some of it today, later. So, you know, I'm tackling multiple projects, and I still have to go out and find a full-time job. So I'm a busy guy, trying not to overwhelm myself and get myself in an anxiety-fueled nightmare like I was last week. So, you know, we're working on it. But anyway, I love you guys. I love you very much. Do need to get food in me and do adult things and things like that. I love seeing you up and going again. Yes, it is nice to be up and going again, Kim. Very much. I've been lurking here and there. Not a problem. You're very creative. Thank you. I do my best. Have an amazing day. I will. Love you too, fam. Tell the wifey we said hi. Will do, will do, will do. Busy Bee Jean. Yes, that is me. Very busy all the time. All the time. But, all right, guys. I love you. I will definitely catch you guys on the flippity flip. This is family. Yes, all right, y'all have a good one. I will catch y'all later. Much love to y'all. Thank you for everything you do for me, and I will catch you sometime soon. Bye.